Paint it up with us on PB2X today with a dad and his daughters. Tips on staying wet and wild, and the ABCs of storming the castle. Let's play.
Here we go, day 2, Skirmish USA. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm James Bates, and it's Paintball 2Xtremes, and today we take it to extremes. Day 1 here, we kind of got our feet wet a little bit. We knocked on the door. We're kicking the door down today. Stepping up, suiting up. Here we go, let's do it. What do you say? Jen, take care of business, because I'm playing, all right?
Yeah, sure, James. You leave me out here to do all the work while you get to go have all the fun. Well, maybe if I get my work done out here, I can come join you out on the paintball field. Here's what we have for today's show. I'm going to introduce you to a dad and his 2 daughters who've been playing paintball together for years. We're going to learn why hydration is so important in this game. And we're also going to find out what it takes to run a scenario event just like this. We got a lot in store for you, and now we're going to go find James and see if he's gotten ready to play.
Dear Jen, you know, everything seemed so calm just a couple of minutes ago when the rest were giving us our briefing. We got our team assignments, and then my blue team buddies and I got our marching orders. We had been chosen as the first line of defense for the castle. Oh, but once the red gang charged, it got pretty hairy, but it was nothing but big-time fun. Paintballs buzzing through the air like bees. You have to think and act really quickly.
You guys gotta play paintball. If you don't play, if you already play, you know, if you haven't been to skirmish, you gotta come to skirmish.
I can't even imagine how many paintballs were being used by both sides in the hassle for the castle. I used up a load before I knew it. There was so much paint in the air and on the walls that the castle turned from gray to green in a matter of minutes. And then those red team guys rolled out a tank. And that was the beginning of the end for me and the boys in blue. Pretty soon they were in full attack mode, and I got hit.
One of the walking wounded. Oh, man.
And once I got to the sidelines, all I could do was watch in frustration as the red team turned up the heat on my troops. They kept wearing down the castle defenses until finally there was no one left to fight back. The only problem that the red team had by this time was getting the flag unstuck from its position on the upper level.
That is some cool stuff right there. The Tippmann Castle here at Skirmish USA. Even when you get hit, it's cool. What a rush up there in the top of the castle, having fun. I hope, Jen, that you're having as much fun as I am. I know you're not, but I'm just saying that because I feel bad. But nonetheless, what do you say, ladies and gentlemen, we go check in with Jen Pierce.
With nearly 700 acres of prime Poconos real estate, Skirmish USA is one of the biggest and busiest paintball operations in the country. Play goes on 7 days a week, all year round, and calling the shots is a very busy and talented lady.
Very hard time explaining to people what I do for a living. The personality of the players can range from the sweet, innocent church group to my infamous, and they know I love them, my Brooklyn boys. From the beginner player to the experienced player. We need to mold them together and make sure they're playing nice and fair, and more importantly, to make sure the sides are even. It's horrible to lose all day, so we try to make these sides as even as possible.
It may surprise you to find a woman in such a high position of power in one of the country's premier paintball facilities, but she's not the only one.
Meet Megan Mack, the dynamo who oversees the field operations of the officials and players who come to Skirmish.
I have about a little over 200 staff. I do training, full weekend training. It's insane. We tried to get them prepared for as many events, as many tournaments, rec play as possible. I mean, we go through so many people. It's insane, as in employees and also as in players. And again, a lot of these players come back and they're like, oh, we know you. I'm like, okay. no faces, no names, you know, just knowing all these people coming back. It's insane. It's great, though. I love it.
Get the feeling it can be a little insane? Well, Megan really enjoys one aspect of the job.
It's great to be a woman in a male-dominated sport. We can talk about so many different things. Players respect us a lot more also, it seems like.
That respect is a two-way street, because the skirmish philosophy is to allow their clients the chance to role play on numerous levels.
It's very much a team aspect in scenario games. The chain of command, who's in charge, who's taking care of what group, and things like that. Having movable tanks is a hot issue right now. The more the vehicles are able to move around and shoot at people, the guys absolutely love it.
I didn't exactly love the tanks coming after me, but I had fun. Hey, stay with us because like that famous expression says, I have not yet begun to fight. We'll also have some tips on how to work your way through the woods, and we'll meet a family that has turned their hobby into their business. All that and much, much more when PB2X gets back. Paintball 2Xtremes is brought to you by National Paintball Supply, King of Paintball. Bob Long, the man behind the world-renowned Intimidator. And by 32 Degrees, cool as ice.
Welcome back to the show. Well, that's not quite as bad as the fire that's going on inside the Tippmann Castle here at Skirmish USA. The rules are this. When you get hit on the outside, the blue team right now is on the outside, you got to come out and ring the bell, then you can get right back in. The red team is inside the castle defending the castle. Once they get hit, they're gone. So we got 30 minutes to go in there and capture the flag. And, well, speaking of minutes, you guys only have 1 minute for the 1 minute review this week, so I'm going to go have some fun. You guys do the 1 minute review. Let's go. Oh, man! Look at that! Yeah!
Another one of those here, the same deal? BT Paintball Designs offers a wide variety of accessories for some of the most popular guns on the market. BT Paintball Designs offers a variety of aftermarket stocks, the car stock, fully adjustable, the 6-way position tactical car stock with a vertical strap adapter, the combat stock, lightweight composite, vertical strap adapter, includes a toolbox in the rear, and finally, the folding stock, machined from full billet aluminum, fully adjustable in length, and hard anodized. Our double trigger kits offer a better feel, a lighter trigger pull for that rapid rate of fire. We also offer carrying handles, raised sight rails, fully adjustable for some of the most popular guns on the market. We offer bipods and barrel kits for increased stability, accuracy, and distance. Our horizontal bottle mounting system offers a better weight disbursement and includes an on-off switch. For all you true paintball enthusiasts, BT Paintball Designs has many new features to come.
Skirmish USA is one of the largest paintball facilities in the world, so why not have the biggest CO2 tank in paintball? This is where all the players come to refill on the CO2. Now, not everybody's out there using CO2. Some people are using compressed air. And some people, like Chris Spina, know exactly what I'm talking about.
So you're ready to take it up to the next level with the air ram marker. Well, you got to take it up with your power source as well, and that means nitrogen, right, Chris?
That's right, James. Nitrogen or compressed air, actually. We have 3 different size bottles here, so 45, a 68 cubic inch bottle, and a 92 cubic inch bottle. Now, the smaller size bottle would be for those front guys that have to get out far and don't need to shoot a whole lot of paint per game. 68 is your traditional size tank for your mid player, and your big boy for the back guys that want to shoot a whole case of paint per game.
Or CO2 is what you're stepping up from. What's the difference between the nitrogen or compressed air and the CO2?
Okay, the difference between CO2 is it's a liquid-air mixture, so there's amounts of liquid getting in your gun. When you're shooting higher-end markers such as this, you don't want to have any kind of liquid entering it. This is basically breathing air in a bottle with all the moisture removed. You can breathe the air that's in here with no problem.
When you're looking at these different sizes, will this get a front player through an entire round in a tournament, or do they need to carry an extra tank?
No, definitely that should be enough for a front player in any tournament scene. The front players don't shoot a whole lot of paint, and they're usually the guys up there getting all the kills.
Scenario guys and girls, I'm guessing, carry along the big dog.
That's correct. They definitely have to have a lot of air to shoot a lot of paint.
And maybe a remote to put that sucker on the back so you're not lugging it on your marker. All right, thanks, Chris.
Tough stuff here. Sherwood Forest, hunkered down with the blue team. Dang, I gotta be careful. See, if I get hit, I gotta pull out my medic card and take it to Jake, the referee over there. You get hit once, you get a punch, and then you go back in. Twice, you get a punch, you go back in. 3 times, you get another punch. But I guess I get a punch. You gotta go back out. I'm gonna stay right here till I can get out of here and get a punch.
Wow, those red guys were really blasting away, keeping me and my buddies pinned down, and it was beginning to look pretty bleak for the blue team in Sherwood Forest. But then, a couple of my buds in blue were able to put up a successful counterattack and give me a chance to escape and head for a little well-deserved R&R.
They're wearing me out, guys. Kind of tired here at Skirmish USA. Gotta take a little break. Ooh. Perfect idea when you do take a break. Paintball 2Xtremes, the magazine. We're having a good time with the TV show, and you can always have a good time with the magazine. Pictures, event information, both scenario and tournament, anything you need, man. It's great stuff. You come out here and just chill. Take one with you. Ah! Push you in the game, literally. But you gotta be careful. Sometimes you need it for protection. Let's go check it out. Get your own copy. Mine's ruined. Get your own. Ah! Hey, welcome back to the show. We're getting ready to take charge here in the Sherwood Forest. Got the blue team. We're going up to the edge of the woods here. We got some red team over there in the speedball field. We're playing in advance. Getting ready to take it to them with a big, strong charge. So we're going to do that right now. Here we go. Let's get this game on. What do you guys say? Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm Tim Skeeter Dake, veteran scenario player, and I'm here to talk to you about advancing in the woods. If you're playing paintball in the woods, you can actually stand out from behind your trees or cover, but that doesn't mean that you're not utilizing it properly. If it's done properly, you can take several small trees in sequence, line them up, and in essence, they become one larger tree. Now, if you're able to move forward towards the player who's concealed down there while you're using your own series of trees as cover, that's going to allow you to move into position, take your time, be patient. When you come out from behind the tree, you can take the shot. You've never exposed yourself through that period, and you'll get the elimination.
Well, those were some pretty good tips. Just wish I'd gotten them before I went out into the field. We fought our way out of the Sherwood Forest, home of Robin Hood, and into the field they call the Hood. It's a series of buildings and hideaways that create an urban street scene. And we had a hard-fought battle against the Red Crew, who defended their flag right till the end.
How about that? Blue team just took the Hood. My man just got the red team's flag. This is the Hood here at Skirmish USA. Yeah, represent, right? Hey, Blue! How about Blue? Good times. The boys in the Hood are always hard. You come talking that trash, we'll pull your flag and take it back to our base. And paintball towns all over the country spring up like this, and they stay pretty active.
Well, James, the citizens of this skirmish town are certainly a wild and woolly bunch. The tattoo competition brought out some crazy body art. And the Coolest Gun Challenge brought out some remarkable entries, with the only limit being the imaginations of the owners. Yeah! There was a lot to choose from during several rounds of competition. The crowd had their favorites, but when the judges made their final decision, the winner was the player from another planet with his triple-barrel weapon of mass distraction. We had some unique costumes, and even a marriage proposal. She said yes. But by far the most indescribable event was the paintball eating contest. Now don't try this at home. These are highly trained professionals. Oh, forget it. This is an image I know I will never get out of my mind.
I'm tired of doing all this work while James is out there having fun. So I'm gonna go get my equipment and get out there with him. James, I'm coming for you.
Paintball 2Xtremes is brought to you by Diablo, play with fire. Empire,
it's a lifestyle. And by National Paintball Supply, King of Paintball.
Welcome back to the show. Blue team took the hood just a few minutes ago, but red team charging back strong. Can't get any rest, can't even get any water around here, and that's very important. You gotta stay healthy, and you gotta stay safe. Just ask my man JJ in the safety zone. You gotta stay safe.
All right, ballers, whether you're out there for a few minutes in a tournament setting or a scenario setting that lasts several hours, you got to take care of yourself. You got to be healthy. You got to stay cool, first of all. You can't do anything laying face first in the dirt.
That's right. You want to make sure you plan for it. You want to dress the part. When you go to play paintball, you want to wear layers. Wear multiple layers of clothing, so as you warm up throughout the day, you can take some off. If you cool off, you can add some more layers to the clothing that you have on, especially if you're going to be playing all day long, like in scenario games and those sort of things. That's imperative that you dress appropriately. At the same time, you want to stay hydrated. Be sure you drink plenty of water, drink sports drinks or something else to keep the body refreshed. That's important again. Take a break, get something to drink between games. If you're playing scenario games, you may even want to wear one of those hydration packs, like a Camelback, so that you can get something to drink throughout the day as you're out on the playing field.
Very, very quiet. I'm hunting. Rabbit. I mean, Bates. Ah, there he is. I'll get him for hogging all the fun.
Ah! Dang! Ah! Hey! Whoa, whoa. You gotta be kidding me. Jen Pierce. Hey, man, you believe that, Judge? My own family, the PB2X TV show family, shooting at me. No more. No more. I said we're family. Speaking of family, though, guys, while I go heal my wounds, you know, a lot of real paintball families, Jen, real families, love the sport. They come out and play all the time. Check out this piece.
Unlike what you may think, scenario paintball is not just for the boys. There's actually quite a few families that are out here. And like the saying goes, the family that paints together stays together.
Been involved for a little over 20 years in paintball. Both of my daughters grew up with paintball with me. My oldest daughter, she's 24 now. She started at about 11 years old.
I used to play with the Iron Maidens for 4 years. And it's just, nothing can explain those first few seconds before the bell rings. You're just so pumped.
My youngest daughter is very laid back. She's the one with the long hair and the real prissy look, but on the paintball field, she's a different player.
If I'm in an aggressive mood, then I'll be aggressive. I get excited when there's a lot of, stuff going on, so that's when I get aggressive.
The family runs several paintball businesses, which keeps them quite busy. But they still find time to gather some friends and head off to play.
We are good, true game players, team players. We start out with the biggest team we can get together. We go out and play. We're not sitters, we're aggressors. we love to go in and play.
We try to stick to the plan. We have a plan at first. We lay out the tactics as a group and everything, but we never actually stick to what we do. It always changes, but in the end, it always works out good anyway.
We just work together. He takes control once in a while, but we don't let him. He's getting old. We do it all now.
Very great for family, especially Woods Play is more family type, paintball orientated, It's awesome for family.
I think it's a great bonding experience, and every family should bring their kids out and do it. It's great.
Andy, work your mouth. Oh, yeah. This is the way to end the day. We had a lot of fun here in the Poconos at Skirmish USA. Oh, wow.
There you are. Looked
great.
all over for you.
Yeah, there you are. Well, I was the one out there in camo.
Yeah. Who gave you that one and that one?
Ow.
Make sure you get those good.
Yeah, make sure you do it. While I'm relaxing, why don't you take care of business this week?
Well, here's what's coming up next week on Paintball 2Xtremes.
We'll meet a couple who were shot, not by a paintball, but by Cupid's arrow. Rocky Knuth will give us some tips on being bad at the back. And you'll see some rockin' rookies in competition from South Carolina.
All right, let me have at it. He needs some of mine. Right in there. Right in there.
Please leave. We're all got to leave now. For Jen Pierce, I'm James Bates.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah.